Hello guys, now there's a tool here in our guide under the difference between two groups, and it's called chi-square test of independence. And here it's under comparing two categorical variables. But lilinawin ko na lang guys na you might think that you will be comparing values or proportions here. But actually, its primary use is to determine if there's a statistically significant relationship or association between two categorical variables. Because again, hindi mo naman literally makuha ang difference between words. Makuha mo ba yung difference between, for example here, species and habitats? This test only determines if there's a statistically significant relationship or association between two categorical variables. Although here in our guide, under siya sa comparing two groups. Now, we have species type and marine habitat zones. Both are categorical variables. If you can recall, yung mga tools na na-discuss na natin so far, they also involve two variables. Pero may isang variable talaga na interval data. But in this case, dalawang categorical variable. So you can't go wrong. So dalawang categorical variable ang involved dito, and we will check if they are related. Otherwise, if they're not related, of course, they are independent of each other. Kaya nga tinawag na chi-square test of independence. Here, turuan ko muna kayong gumawa ng cross-tabular presentation of data. Click Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Crosstabs. Okay, lagay natin tong species type sa rows. Then, marine habitat zone in the column. So, at least, meron na kayong idea. I-cross natin yung dalawang dataset. Okay, click Statistics and you check chi-square. This is very important kasi dito mo lang makita yung test na to in the cross tabs. And you can continue. Cells, we will include expected outputs here. Para meron tayong ma-compare na expected output. Click OK. Here is your crosstabs. Diba? If you include this in your paper, mas madaling mag-grasp ng reader ang information. Now, these data are based from field sightings. If you're a marine biologist or a fisheries graduate, you go to the area and you will spot these organisms, for example. Dolphins. Here, they are spotted 25 times sa coastal area. So, coastal area, saan yan? Ito yung mas malapit sa shoreline. 15 sa pelagic zone. The same trend sa sea turtles. As you can see here. But not sa sharks. Mas marami sila sa pelagic zone or near ocean waters. Now, dito na tayo sa Pearson's chi-square sig value. And we have 0.000, meaning there is a highly significant relationship between species mentioned and habitat zones. Obvious naman, right? Because again, there are organisms that tend na magka-clump sa isang zone. So, dun sila nagsistay. While others seem to be random in terms of distribution. So, kung minsan makikita mo sila near shore, kung minsan naman andun naman sila towards ocean waters. If we perform hypothesis testing, okay, let's go back to our template. This is what we're going to do. You state the null and the alternative hypothesis. So, our null hypothesis is there is no significant relationship between species type and marine habitat zones. And of course, the alternative to that is there is a significant relationship between species type and marine habitat zones. So, our level of significance, alpha equals 0.05, n equals 100. Then, we determine our test statistic. We will test if these two variables are independent. So, we use chi-square test of independence. Critical values, as usual, pag greater than 0.05, accept HO. So, you always refer to this, guys, para hindi kayo malito. So, pag greater than 0.05, it means you accept HO. Kaya important na iset nyo na talaga yung inyong HO para hindi kayo masyadong malito kung ano yung decision nyo later. So, pag P is less than 0.05, reject HO. Collect data. It's already given. Na-compute na rin natin. Now, what's our decision? Now, since its p-value is 0.000, we will reject HO. So, there is a significant relationship between species type and marine habitat zones. Alright. Now, yung next data set natin dito, i-compute na lang natin. So, because meron pa tayong time, wala na munang assignment. Now, this comes from an aquaculture study on sea cucumbers. And the researcher here tested 3 types of feeds. Meron tayong natural seaweed, commercial pellets, and the combination of both. So, sabihin na nating mixed. Growth rates were measured and categorized as low growth, moderate growth, and high growth rate. So, you might think, bakit ganyan yung data? Yan lang talaga yung ginawa ng researcher. So, hindi specific yung, wala talaga siyang specific na growth in terms of dimensions, for example. Okay, let's now check kung may kinalaman nga ba yung diet sa growth rate. In this example, parang nagko-compare na tayo dito kasi if it turned out na may kinalaman ang diet sa growth rate, then we can make assumptions kung saan dito sa mga diets natin ang may mas mataas na counts ng high growth. Alright, so gawin natin uli yung ginawa natin kanina. Let's do cross tabs. Tingnan natin kung merong trend upon first look sa table. Click Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, cross tabs, type of feed sa rows, then of course, growth rate in the column. Click Statistics, check chi-square. Okay, continue. And again, here on cells, we will include expected outputs. Click OK. Here, we have 45 observations of growth per feed type. For natural seaweed, mukhang walang kinikilingan when it comes to growth. Because again, as you can see here, equal proportions lang ang low, moderate, and high. At this point, medyo mahirap mag-decide. Okay? Sa commercial pellets naman, we have 16, 12, 17. Mukhang comparable din naman. So, again, wala pa rin tayong idea kung okay ba yung mga feeds na to. Kasi nga may low growth pa rin, may moderate, tapos may high. So, in almost the same proportions. You can maybe magsuspect ka na baka merong mga unknown variable na nag-interfere dito. And here, sa mixed, titingnan mo nga, mas malala pa. Mas marami ibang mga observations dito ng low growth sa mixed. So, you have your 19, 13, 13. And if you look at the p-value in this analysis, it's 0.746. So, this means we have to accept HO. 0.746 is greater than 0.05. Ano nga yung HO natin? So, we have to accept HO that there is no significant relationship between the diet used and growth of sea cucumbers. Wala ba naman palang kinalaman yung ganong klaseng diet when it comes to growth. So, maybe it's time to test other diet and combinations. Okay? So bye for now.